Sag Nasty.
You know, like,
What do you think? Were they right?
no, yeah, no, they were correct. They had
What would have
every
happened if
reason
you went
to do
out at
to
that
me.
2 years? You would have started using?
I don't want to say that,
Okay.
but I definitely probably wasn't at a point in my life to where I would even try to change. How about that?
Okay.
Like, I
So
was still just so bitter about the whole situation that I probably would have not taken it as a reality. And then them not letting me go home is like what really made me think about what I needed to do in my life and how I needed to change my attitude and how I act and what I do and how I think. Like,
I can't make the noise on the camera because it's too loud, but I want to clap for that because you're a better man than me. I would have been pissed off, and I think it would have taken more than 2 years.
oh, I was mad as fuck. I don't give shit. I, I mean, to be honest, like, it's I don't want to say this like this, but when I went to prison, all I did was I went and I hit the weight pit. That's all that I did. I
That's the
worked
best thing
out
you can
and
do,
hung out
though.
with I hung out with the other fucking Latinos and I worked out, and that's all that I did.
That's the
Like,
best you can do, right?
yeah.
Besides,
Well,
like,
I mean,
study.
well, yeah, no, I did that too. I
Yeah,
mean,
and then they did that too.
I read so many books. I had, like, what you have to do is you have to get a library call out. So
Okay.
so you got to put in every week to get a library call out. So every week I
Mm,
would put in to get my library call out to go get my books. You know,
mm,
because you can get a TV in there, but
yeah.
personally me, I didn't have a TV because I didn't have support like that. Some
You got to
people
have like,
have
yeah.
some people have people who will give them money and they'll do all that. I didn't personally have that. So,
That actually is kind of hard. You must have felt very alone in that way too.
oh man, yeah, yeah. Like, when I left, my son was 4 months old. His mother was like, "Hey," when I got to prison, she was like, "I'm leaving you. It's over."
Mm.
And then and then I didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. That's just
Like
the way it
super
went.
nothing. Yeah, I know, right.
Yeah, I didn't have nothing, and
But what
I
about
had to
going
go in.
out? Some people don't want to go out then. It's like, I don't got nothing
Oh
outside anyways.
oh God! Hey, listen. I still sometimes feel like I operated better in prison than I do outside.
You're not the first
So
one to say that.
that that's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? Like, I did perfectly fine inside, and then it's like now I'm home and I feel like I can't. Sometimes not. I don't feel like. Sometimes I feel like I don't act right.
And you feel like in danger all the time. That's what I don't like. Like,
Right.
you always feel like you can get in trouble again, either
Right.
from outside
Yeah.
sources or from yourself. But when
Right.
you're locked up, you're strangely safer.
You're safe. Yeah. And that's so. I can't. Man, you are so smart.
Well, I guess that's an interesting question though, because you are safer, but you go back to the county. County is worse than prison, as you know, in regard to
Oh,
danger.
see, and look, you know that too. So you already know that part about it too.
I want to know
Hey,
about.
because
Did you? Yeah, go
I
ahead.
won't. I'll tell him flat out. I'm not doing a county year. Send me back to prison.
Ooh, a year in county is so dangerous.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not
I mean,
doing
6
that.
months, 3 months is crazy. Yeah, you don't want to be in county. I
Well,
mean, we're old now to talk about that.
but you don't. I mean, when you really look at it like that,
You
it's
don't want to be
like
in prison either.
3 months or 6 months is not a calendar. Like, because you got
Okay.
to look at it like you do calendars. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
don't want to do more. You don't want to do more calendars.
You don't want to do more
You like
calendars. Yeah.
no, not at all.
So,
You don't want
what
to do
about in
more
prison?
years.
Did you feel in danger?
No, I
That's
mean,
awesome.
when I
Okay.
first got there, I was scared. But I mean,
Heck
that's
yeah.
who wouldn't be.
Yeah, who wouldn't be?
I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. Like how do you go in and be like, oh, I I'm not a tough guy. Like I'm not
Hmm.
that guy, you know.
But
So
people
it's
try
like
to
I went
test
in
you
there.
sometimes. Like they don't try to test you too
Oh,
much. Oh, okay. Mhm.
oh no, yeah, no, I definitely had my run-ins with people, and that's like, and that's the whole thing is like I learned how to be a man in prison, and that's what's crazy. Is like,
Mm,
okay, to this is the weirdest thing about it. Like I didn't even know how to get my hair cut before I went to prison.
there you
Like I
go.
learned how to get my hair cut while I was in prison.
Hmm.
You know, and
Hmm.
it's like that's like because I tell my son, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey man, this is how you cut your hair. And
Yep.
but nobody told me that
I
when
didn't know
I
how to
was a
shave
kid.
until I F my face up. That's when I learned how to shave
Right.
is after I messed my
That's what I
face up.
mean.
You're
Is
right.
nobody yeah, nobody taught me how to do that. And I learned that while I was in prison. And like that's like it's one of those things that I recognize, I guess, is the easiest way to say it.